Hello. What's up? Um, I'm just gonna pull some tarot. Tomorrow is my birthday. um, we'll just see if anybody comes on. I don't really have much to say actually. I'm making some banana pudding. Hello, somebody. Who is that? Can you comment? Try to comment on the. Oh, they're gone. That happens every single time. Someone will come on immediately and then like have instant buyer's remorse. I'm gonna pull some tarot for myself for my birthday. Turning 31. I had a lot of lucid dreaming last night. Last night was a really intense series of dreams. I had musical hallucinations the night before I was going to sleep, and I was talking to some voices. I got afraid though. I got scared. And my friend posted this video yesterday about the Agori. And she said that the Agori, they kind of face shadow head on and reach enlightenment states through working with the shadow like really closely, like living, breathing, eating shadow. And she was talking about integrating and like communing with your ancestors despite the deplorable things that they probably likely got up to in terms of rape and murder and war and famine and whatever, most of history was not a painless experience. It was, most of our ancestors got up to some pretty horrific things. And she said embracing them and inviting them into your sort of into your space and like befriending them despite what they did. And she talked about if you have someone in your family who's wronged you or who's been involved in some pretty shadow stuff, like looking them in the eye and having conversations with them, like speaking with them. And I've been I've been working with like demons and shadow spirits for the past three or 4 years. And I have taken the practice of like or it just occurred to me one day to like be nice to them, to be kind to them, to ask them what they want, to like instead of approaching them with fear, like I can't always be so brave because sometimes I get into these spaces, usually between wake and sleep. I go into these kind of like trance spaces where like things come in. And when something comes in, I'm reading this book by I think his name is Anthony Wiley. Could be Anthony. I know his last name is Wiley, and he's like an expert in angels. And he was talking about when a new psychic pathway opens, it is reminiscent of when you click of the feeling of like clicking a button, a soft pad button. Sometimes that's so that's what that's a good way of describing what it feels like when something new kind of pops in. When you get a new, like, psychic stream, it's like there's this pop, there's like this bursting effect, and then something new comes in. But mine is like, I'll have 2 or 3 different, like, spirits that come in at the same time. "Hello, somebody." And, and then also when I'm getting musical hallucinations, it's just like, psychic overload. I'm talking about, I guess I'm just talking about, oh, yeah, I was talking about, like, demons and working with demons. They're gone. And, so it's like it's overwhelming, so I can't always be, like, super brave. But I have, like, in the astral, I've kissed a demon, and he was a really scary looking motherfucker, and I kissed him on the cheek. I've been nice and kind and gentle with demons. I've done my best. Um, I'm wondering if people are not able to comment. That could be happening. Um, but I think I want to become more brave in dealing with demons this year. I want to become I want to become more brave. Like last night I was in a lucid dream and I was flying. I do a lot of fucking flying in my lucid dreaming. I was flying and there was underneath me were cars driving, and there was like this party bus of people, and they were saying stop, 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 and they kept following me, and I was trying to like fly away from them. Um, I just had a feeling that um, it wasn't going to be like a good experience. So, but maybe I'll just take more risks and go into um, darker corners, mysterious corners of the astral and of lucid dreaming, and in within my own psyche, my own spirit hearing. I'll um, not saying that I'm gonna go like inviting demons in. I'll just I think that I'll be more tolerant of it and try to approach it with less fear, really. Because sometimes it is just a soul sucking kind of leech parasite type of energy, and there isn't like a whole lot to be gained from talking to it. But I think that I want to be more brave in dealing with spirits that scare me this year. Um, Definitely. And in terms of contacting my ancestors, I've managed to contact my grandfather once, and he actually led me on a little mission to go find a book out of my parents' library. And I was in communication with him. I was actually also in communication with my mother's grandfather. I haven't been able to get any of the grandmothers, contact with any of the grandmothers. But I've never done ancestral work. I've never I used to walk around graveyards a lot. I don't know if I really want to work with the dead like that. That kind of scares me. I think it'll take a couple years before I can like comfortably work with the dead. That scares me. But I was thinking that my friend is having these thoughts about showing kindness and compassion to our ancestors, and feeling kindness and compassion for all the karmic shit that you've yourself gone through in your own history already, and feeling a sense of accomplishment without feeling too much greed or jealousy towards other people for having something that you don't have, and just being proud of the position in life that you've managed to accomplish. And I think I've definitely gotten there. I've definitely gotten to a place of compassion for myself because I've overcome a lot of shadow, I would say, in terms of things that have happened to me when I was very young, in terms of things that happened to me throughout my 20s, in terms of like sex work that I got involved with, in terms of OCD thought patterns, which used to lean into like the darker side of things and was like was something that was really hard to shake. I used to have violent and sexual like OCD thought patterns, which some people say it's because you yourself are like obsessed with purity. I've never seen myself as someone who is super obsessed with cleanliness and purity. But I do have, but I think I have gotten a little bit like that lately. Or I don't know, but I've had some like dark perverted thought patterns that I was not able to shake, and then I think I just gave myself a lot of space and gratitude, and I gave myself a lot of hall passes. I had compassion for myself. I watched the thoughts go by without judgment. I did a lot of things like in order to rid myself to the point where now hardly ever do I have an OCD thought. And I'm really, really, really amazed that I was able to get over that because that was one of the harder mental health crises that I've experienced. But I find it funny that my friend is having these same thoughts as I was having a spirit that came and told me to never raise my voice or yell at children, and that I've been experimenting with being kind to demons for the past couple years. And she's saying that we know, and she's having these similar conclusions where she's saying that we need to invite our ancestors in, or have conversations with people in your life who've hurt you and face it. And I suppose it's a shamanic take on shadow work, as facing it sort of head on. And because sometimes you can get to a point where there's really no other way. There's really no other way. If you're faced with shadow, sometimes on a like second by second basis, like a minute by minute basis, you have to just face it. You just have to look at it at the worst possible human thing that possible. You know, wow. It makes me emotional because I used to really be like, and I'm still ashamed to talk about the nature of some of my OCD thought thinking because it was so horrendous. But by some miracle of God, like I think God is looking after me because I don't have those thoughts anymore. I just don't. And I gave myself so much grace. And I was able to get over that stuff. Just by some miracle, I swear it. I don't know. I'm so lucky. I've been so lucky in my life. So anyway, praise God. Whew. I'm gonna pull some tarot because tomorrow's my birthday. At our work, when it's your birthday, you have to bring a plate of food, or you have to bring some food for people. It's like tikanga, which is the Maori phrase for customary practice. Tikanga. So tikanga at our preschool is when it's your birthday. When it's a kayako, kayako is a teacher. When it's Kayako's birthday, they bring in a platter of kai. And kai is food. I've picked up a little bit of Maori, Te Reo Maori, since working at the ECE Center. So I'm bringing banana pudding because it's a delicious Southern Texas delicacy that they've never had before. So I got the shortbread cookies, I got the instant pudding, I got cream cheese, I got the double cream, just the bananas. You just gotta mix it all together. And the cookies sit inside the pudding for long enough to the point they soften and turn into like a cake-like texture. So it's like a clean scoop, and like banana pudding is so good. Texas used to have buffets where you could go and they would have unlimited banana pudding. I remember that. That is unheard of here. There's not even buffets here. Everything's so expensive. Businesses would go out of business under that kind of model in New Zealand. Unlimited, like, unheard of. That's unheard of. Portion sizes are smaller in New Zealand than they are in America. I remember my boss went to America because she has a someone gave me a thumbs up because hello, I'm just saying my boss went to America. And comment below if you can comment. I don't know if the comments are working right now. Isn't that weird? I'm not asking any questions and no cards are flying out. Oh, I don't think the comment section works right now. Isn't that weird? It works some days and it works other days. I'm doing nothing different to the settings. Or maybe it's just it's not compatible with certain people's devices. I don't know. Maybe this is just my solitary video. I don't have much to say. But I'm proud of myself for what I've accomplished. I'm actually like in awe of myself. Yeah, my boss went to America and she was talking about the portion sizes, and she said they gave me a bucket of soup. She went to a place and got some chicken noodle soup or something, and she said they brought me a bucket of soup. Because the portion size of soup in New Zealand would just be a tiny bowl, like a personal size bowl. And I'm sure they brought her out like the big, like American bowl, like this big, like of soup. And she said the coffees were really big. She said the coffee wasn't as good in America, which I believe. The coffee is, I think New Zealand came up with the flat white. I think that's a New Zealand invention. Yeah, I'm gonna check my, there's this one person, I believe his name is Kevin. Kevin, you'll probably be watching this. You're my #1 fan. Which is, oh, just to see if you commented that you're not able to chat on this video. let's pull some tarot for me for my 31st year. Let's just see how's year 31 gonna go. Got a card, Temperance. Cool. Thirty-one. The Three of Pentacles. The Magician. I have to look up the Three of Pentacles. I don't even know what that means. How's 31 gonna go? 31. Spirit. 31. Spirit. Oof! The Hanged Man in reverse. That hit me in the face. Thirty-one. How's 31 gonna go? Pull two more cards. The Two of Swords. Two of Swords. And the Four of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, I got the Nine of Cups. So that's good. Okay. I got Temperance, the Three of Pentacles, the Magician, the Hanged Man in reverse, Two of Swords, Four of Swords. I'm going to look up the Three of Pentacles because I don't know it. I know the Four of Swords is like connected to like sleep and like rest and like renewal. And I know that the Two of Swords is like an indecision. So Three of Pentacles. What is that? Mastery of a skill in trade or work, achieving perfection, artistic ability, and dignity through renown, rank, or power. Teamwork, shared goals, collaboration, apprenticeship, effort, pooling energy. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I work at a preschool. And maybe me and my boyfriend will. He had his interview today. And for becoming a support worker. And it gave him some like renewed faith in Southland because he said he met a trans woman was there. There were people with face tattoos. There were people of all different types of backgrounds. And the support worker position was specifically for people who've dealt with mental illness and addiction personally. So it's kind of like the wounded healer archetype. So he went and he gave a 5-minute speech about his life, and he said he brought the room to tears. So I think he's going to probably get this job, and that means he'll be working Monday through Friday, or I think Monday through Thursday, and then he has Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. So he has like the ideal work week. And then he'll be studying as well. So we'll finally be on the same trajectory where we both work and study at the same time. But we both work in service in industries where we serve other people and we help other people. Like I help little children, like he's going to help people. This position is for helping people who suffer from addiction and mental illness together. So he'll be driving to their houses all day, doing check-ins, I think. I don't know the exact nature of what this work entails. Hey, sweetie. I'm doing a video.
Can you stop? Come on, you're like always doing it.
It's live right now.
You've been doing it for like 2 hours.
I haven't been doing it for 2
Yeah,
hours. I was because I'm making a video. I'm making a video about my banana pudding.
Yeah, I know. And now you're doing this. Like, can you just stop, please?
Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye.
What?
I just said I have to say bye to my to my fans. Bye.